Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. So of course, like always, if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. And I am super excited to do this. I think it's going to be a fun, cute little project, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. So let's jump on in and I will show you what's needed. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need is some of these little tags. These came from Michael's. They were on clearance. I got them for Christmas because I like to craft, of course, obviously. And these came from Dollar General. I'm going to show you two different ways to do it using different stuff. These are chalkboard tags, the black ones, so I hope it works. I'm going to try it. We'll see. And these, of course, wood. So you're going to need those. I'm going to use 4 of each. So you can either use 2 or 4 depending on what you want to do. And then the next thing is this tissue paper. That's Valentine. We're going to need to use, I'm going to use that. You can use any kind of Valentine paper you want if you don't want to use the tissue paper. So we're going to need some Mod Podge and a sponge brush. I'm going to be using my miter shears to cut my wooden tag, so we'll see. You can use something like that. You're going to need a black Sharpie and some string. I'm using this because this seems Valentine-y, kind of like Valentine's Day color, so we're going to use that. And I didn't put this on my list, but some glue is going to be needed for this project. Alright, let's get to it, and we'll start off. Alright, so I kind of marked it about how long I want it to be. I mean, you don't have to cut them at all. If you want them this length, that is fine. But I didn't want them this length. So I'm just cutting off the tag. I don't know, when I tried to do a line across, it looked like it came out uneven. So I'm not happy with it. Then when I do this, it looks even. Now see? I knew that didn't look right. Which is weird because I cut it across. Alright, so you're just going to do that on all 4 of them. Alright, so I don't need these ties on this for this project. So I am going to take them off. And we are going to try, I can't talk. We're going to try this out because I've never used this medium on chalkboard stuff. The Mod Podge, so I don't know if it works, but I really like the way these tags were shaped, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to use these for this project. But I wanted to show you, if you didn't have them, you could use other stuff. So, and these came from Michael's. They were on clearance. I'm sure they have other ones too. Now the wooden ones I got from Dollar General were cheaper, despite the fact that these were really not that expensive. These were 50 cents. But I think I only paid $1 for the pack of tags from Dollar General. Alright, so what we're going to do, let me get the stuff out. As soon as I figure out how to open it. Oh, there it is. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make this easy. I've already opened it, I didn't know it. And I am going to just cut out a piece of this. Now, you can use different styles. You do not have to use this particular style, but this is what I had, and I don't mind using stuff I have. Sorry, I lost one of these. Okay, so I'm just making sure I cut enough, because I'm going to make this easy. I'm just going to simply, yes. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to Mod Podge. We're going to add Mod Podge, I can't even talk, y'all, to my tags. And then we're going to put the paper over it, like so. And I'm going to try to be as careful as I can because it is tissue paper, so it's very easy to rip. And I'm just going to do it for all of this instead of cutting each piece. And then I'll worry about going back and cutting out. So. And then after we do each one of these, we will let it dry. Oh no, we'll not let it dry yet. I'm sorry, y'all. That was a stupid comment. We will paint over the top of each one. Then we will see about letting it dry. So, and I like the little crackles and wrinkles it puts in here. If you don't, you can use something else. My mom watched a lady on YouTube who used the roll-on, the glue sticks, that's what it's called, to stick paper to stuff. But I like a little texture, you know, it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'll leave it like this to make it a little easier, I think. So if I got out of camera, I'm sorry. I've showed you. Literally all you're doing is putting Mod Podge on here. And then sticking it under. Did not stick. I'm doing the best I can because I'm gonna say right now, I screw up a lot. And it doesn't have to be straight on. As you can see, I just got one little crooked, and it's fine. I might do another one crooked to match it. I think I'm going to go the opposite way, like this, so that it's, I don't know, to me that just seems like it would fit. Alright, so I'm going to have to add some more because I dropped this. Okay, so we're going to try to do straight. Alright, so I'm going to cut this to make it a little easier because I'm going to flip it over and clean out the little holes to make sure that we have no problems, or I'm going to check the holes and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now I'm just going to do my layer of Mod Podge on top to help harden it and keep it nice and protected because this is paper. And I'm not being too careful because it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure I get the whole thing covered, so. Okay, so now I gotta let them dry. So that is gonna be the next step. And I don't mind that these have the black showing through. Like I said, I was just trying this out. If you don't want the black to show through, you can paint the chalkboard white or cream. I wanted to tell y'all that. I forgot before I started. I don't mind the black showing through. But if you don't want that, that is an option. Just to let y'all know. It has a mind of its own, y'all. Alright, so we're going to let that dry, and then we were going to move on to the next step. So, alright, y'all, they're dry. So now we're going to take, and we're going to get the excess paper off. So I'm just going to cut around it. And we'll see how it works. So this is just something easy to do. Like I was saying, I think I said that, but it came to mind one day and I just really wanted to try it and see how it works. So let's get to it and see. So I'm just cutting it off to make it easier to cut. And let's see what I can do. So we're just going to go around and cut out the excess. I'm going to try and get it. See what's easier to do. There we go. Now, I got to figure out how exactly I want to do this because the plan is to write words on it, and that was the plan. but I don't know if I'm happy with that idea anymore. Let me finish this and then I guess we'll go and see how I feel about that idea once it's done. So we get all the sides cut off. I'm going to cut my little hole out. And there's one of the tags. So, I'm just going to do that 7 more times. As you can see, all 4 of them are, all 8 of them are done. So we're going to move on to the next step. And I had the thought of gluing them together like so. And maybe doing some sayings on it. I'm not going to do any on the black ones. I'm going to do something different because they are black. But let's just try this and see how it works. Okay, so we're going to do like this. And I'm not going to write like this, but I'm going to write just like a cross. So let's see how it goes. See if this works. I've never wrote before on something that's been Mod Podged. So this is a first. So I'm just writing what I think I want to see on here, and I'm going to put Be Mine. So I might get the mine like it was supposed to be, but it's fine. I think it's kind of cute like that. So that is my first one. It says Be Mine. I think it's kind of cute. I think it works. So the next one, hold on, there's a piece on here that's didn't get good. Give me a second, y'all. If I can't get it off, I'm just going to leave it, but I'm going to try. There, that's better. Alright, so I'm just having some fun with these. I think on this one, I want to write something a little different. Let me try something. Let me try a different marker. And, you know, these are just something that's supposed to be fun. So, I mean, have at it. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So, Be Mine and Love Always. I might rewrite that with this because it seems to be working better. So, now that that's done, I'm going to glue them together. Or that's the plan. I'm going to take some hot glue. And I'm just going to stick them together. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. I'm going to do the same with this one too. Oops, hold on y'all. Sorry about that. So, And as you can see, I am doing it a little different. I'm not going the same direction with them. And that's fine. So I'm going to let them dry. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to do these two. Because like I said, I think I'm going to do something a little different than what I thought I was going to do with these. Because of how dark they are. But I still really like these. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just going to go a different route than what I thought I was going to do with them. There's that. And of course I got to let them all dry. And then we'll move on to the next step. So, I'm going to let these all dry. Alright, because of how dark these are, I want to try something slightly different than the writing. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. I thought I could take some of this tape and put it on there, but I don't know if I'm going to be liking it yet, so we're going to try it. I just wanted to try a few different steps and go from there. So this is my first time using the tape, really. So let's see how I like it. And I'm not going to use the same tape for both sets of tags. And I think I'm just going to go over the bottom. I don't want to do too much because I'm not really familiar with this. And I don't want to mess it up. So we're just going to do this and be done, I think. Just gives it a little something extra, and I think it's cute. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. But because this is a fancier tag, I don't have one that curves, so I'm not going to do the top. That's why I was thinking maybe just the bottom. And this is pretty skinny tape. That was part of the reason why I picked this. So just try to do the best. And then we'll move on to the next part of the project. Now, if you did want to write on this one too, you could pick a different color besides a black Sharpie, and it would work. But I just decided I want to do something a little different. Like if you have white, that would really pop out on here. Alright, so, and there's the other one. So now we're going to move on to the next step. And what we're going to do, is we're going to take some of this. I'm going to try some. I just got to figure out how I want to do it. So we're going to tie it here. And if you have a different way of doing it, feel free to let me know. I'm always interested in how people do things. So we're going to take this. And we're going to knot it if I can get the knot in there. I have problems sometimes. Give me a second. I like knotting my stuff, so give me a second, let me knot it. There. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all. So, and then I'm going to add some glue just to make sure the knot doesn't come off. Trying to make it look nice and make sure the knot doesn't come off, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to come down here. I'm going to cut some off because I'm going to attempt something. So what I want to do is I'm going to attempt to do this. There we go. And that way I can hang it on this loop. Now you don't have to do this. You could just loop it like I was originally going to do. Just a regular loop. I'll show you on the other ones. I'm going to match these and then I'll do that one the way I'll do the ones with the words on it the way I was originally going to do it so you can see the difference. And then you just do what you like. I don't think I cut it enough because I made a big loop. Hold on, y'all. I got big fingers. Oops. Yeah, I didn't cut enough. I gotta redo it. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Alright, so I got it back where it started. I did extra line. I try not to waste, but sometimes it just doesn't want to do what I want, so I'm just did extra line. And I'm still doing what I want to do, but I'm going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to tie this first. So that I can do what I want. And don't worry about the extra line because I can always use that on something else. So we're gonna tie this like I did the last one. I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna glue to make sure it stays. Alright, so now that that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to loop it around like that. And it does what I was trying to do, but it does it a different way, which is still the same thing. Okay, so there you go. And you got a little hanger for it. I think it's really cute. I probably did a little too much, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna do this a little bit shorter than this. That way they're not the same length, even though they're the same tie. So that's how you do it. So let me get this going. And we'll continue on. So what I tend to do is if the rope unravels is I take some hot glue and I just twist it around so it doesn't move. So again, we're doing this. Tying it off. Cutting. hate when it doesn't want to cut. Adding the glue to keep it from coming loose. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. I think that's enough. Now the whole point of this is just to do something a little different for decoration wise, but still look nice. So there is that. And now I'm going to take this. Sorry, y'all. And there that is. And there they are. Those two are done. I think they're really cute. And if you're worried about this coming off, you can always Mod Podge over it also. I might do that just to make sure it sticks. So then, we're just going to take the last two. And I'm going to show you on one what to do with the last two. This is the way I was thinking about doing it, so I'm going to do it with this one. Actually, it kind of is, but it's not. Let me see. I don't think this is the way I want to do it. Let me see. You can do like this and tie it. Or you could tie it the same way I did the others, where each end's tied and it hangs. It's totally up to y'all which way y'all want to do it. It works both ways. I just thought of this. And I want to do something different than that completely. So I think I'm going to tie it like this as opposed to the other way, where I was going to tie it the same as I did this, just without the extra loop. So we're going to do this. Do something a little different, you know. I try not to be the same on everything. Don't want that one though. Alright, so. And then of course I'm going to cut the two ends. And I always add glue when I tie something like that, just to make sure it doesn't come off. So, and there that is. And I think it's really cute, and I think it works very well. Alright y'all, that's it for today's project. This is how they came out looking. I think they're really, really cute. I'm in love with them. I hope y'all liked this project. And if y'all did, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, because it does help my channel to grow, and it lets me know that y'all are liking what I'm putting out, the content that I'm putting out. I will see y'all next time, and bye!